All right, so this has probably already got nope, 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 nope. All right, so I'm gonna turn this down. All right, so key point: a lot of y'all out there repeat a lot of stuff and not understand the true definition. In my personal opinion. All right, this is Sally Walker by Iggy Azalea. I told someone the reason why we have a flower festival from now on at where I live because of this musical artist is sending information here.
Did her mama ever tell her not to play in the street? Is she okay?
Okay, is she okay? That's a good question. Her mama probably was saying, and that woman, that beautiful woman right there, which I'm not sure what it is, and no disrespect, they'd be in them, were probably told, go play in traffic, or you're preaching to the choir, or both at the same time. Now, traffic, when it's usually used, is as an excuse because you ain't moving. Okay, so then you were supposed to make the association, go play in traffic. Tell someone that doesn't get it. I'm at home, I'm in my nice chair, all right? And you keep asking the why question. You already know the answer because I told you, and you keep repeating it and letting everyone else know. We all know. Go play in traffic. Tell those people to get off the street so we can go have a vacation and visit the zoo and not swamp us because they ain't understanding God's blessing. All right, if it works out, it works out. If it don't, it don't. Go play in traffic. That means park cars. All right, someone's sitting there. They either figured something out or they're waiting for something. Or, I don't know. Go figure that out. That's a good puzzle for them. It's a good puzzle for you to ask why. God bless. Oh, visual verification, library, 10 o'clock. I'm going to be uploading these. All right, God bless. All right, and the other one, which is work. Mile in these Louis Vuittons. All right, this is to all the people that have done that and are continuing to do that and not understanding or have the communication to explain what they're doing. All right, so case in point. Yeah, I don't want to have this discussion right now. My brain just went, there's too many variations still, but I got to do a call out. All right. So people are probably wondering, well, are you using me? Are you not? No, I went into a domestic demographic, identified true people that are trying to do the same thing but don't have the language set that I do. Those people will be paid. Okay. One way or the other, they will get what's coming to them. All right. It ain't going to be bad stuff. All right. But you have to identify who I've identified as good people. All right. I'm a good person. All right. I've also, throughout the line, and you can talk to any of the government officials, lined out exactly what I was going for. First step. This is the paperwork. This is the government bylaw. This is what I know I am fully up top to bottom, am that clientele. I should be receiving that. Now, go back on your list. Do these other ones you're pushing through, are they supposed to be receiving that? All right, well, you haven't been here for that long, all right, as they have. So I wait, and then guess what? Oh, we've got to re-put you back in the system. Yeah, because now you qualified. No, I qualified day one. All right, that's not how the bylaws were written. Well, it comes first come, first serve. Yeah, but nope. Nope. Yeah, it says that I can be put on the list at any time. I was not. That fell through. All right, that is not on me. All right. So, anyways, well then, if we do it that way, this is the argument that I'm going to get from every single one. If we do it that way, well, there's a difference. All right. I hit every mark. Now, the ones that you're putting on the list, do they hit every mark, or do you have to push them to hit those marks? Okay, there's a clear difference. If they starting at ground zero, that's one thing. All right, I've been referred to you through many different establishments. All right, I was told that I would be pushed right through if I said this certain thing. Then, never mind. Not going to see. This is where it's going to get negative real quick. Everyone needs to acknowledge that COVID happened. Period. And what's happening now is training has gone rock bottom. It is just trying to keep their heads above water. So they don't have time to find out all the aspects of their job. And as soon as they do, they find out that their hands are tied and there's nothing much they can do. And then what happens is someone figures out a loophole in how they can increase financial gain and still make the whole system the exact same. But add a little extra wording and nothing's changed, except for the financial gains into their pocket until someone finds out, and then someone gets replaced and the process happens over again. No solutions are being created, period. It comes back to the business. And the only way to get a good business is if it's family run. The problem is you can't get a loan if you... Anyways, the initial thing that I've explained to everyone this entire year is that I'm going to start from the ground up. And the only way to do that is to railroad everything. Make sure I have a house, of which I've spent the past month stipend I get for my disability, which I do have, and I have verification that I do have moments of clarity. But if I meet someone that is wanting to push the psychosis, my brain flips over, and I don't get a choice in that matter. So what I do is I isolate for a moment. All right, I readdress, make sure I have protocols and set up, but at this point I do not. Everyone is giving me enough rope, which that's semi what I asked for, but I shouldn't have to do this. No one should have to do this. A mother and child should not have to walk into these government facilities and not be put number one on the list, is the whole point. All right. So, and if they aren't able to help, they shouldn't be given an address to a shelter. All right. There should be a line of funds available at all times for emergency case situations. All right. And they're like, well, we have that. You're just not eligible. No, you don't have that. No, you don't have that. All right. Not in the amount that I'm talking about. All right. So, God bless. All right. I'm trying to keep this positive. It is a good day, even though I found out that I was trying to be ushered out of the system again and used by a case manager that may not have been known of the bylaws of Missouri, or that particular facility. With the justification, well, we can make adjustments for you. I'm like, that's good for temporary. But as soon as there's an audit on me, all right, that means my disability's gone. Okay. And that would be your fault. All right. And it would be my fault for not knowing. So I came in knowing and now identified the problem and the lies. So, and I'm not asking, I understand the system sort of works and I'm not trying to shut it down. That's not the point here. All right. Don't get all pissed off. Don't get your panties in a bunch. All right. But I'm trying to establish that I know what I'm doing as long as people don't give me medication and question what I'm doing. Because a random person that I've never met in my life doesn't need to know anything I'm doing to justify anything. All right. I've got the paperwork. Look at the paperwork. You don't need me to reiterate the problem. I said there's a problem. Look at the paperwork, get the justification, get the job done. All right. You don't need to open up that scar wound again of the trauma that I went through. So that way you have a reason to do your fucking job. And this goes across the board. This is not just named at one person. I've dealt with many individuals in many different areas. I'm not the only one. I'm dealing with the medical industry at this point. I have one that deals with the financial officers. Oh, actually, I've got a few. My phone's going to die. Can't talk about that. Anyways, multiple different states. All right. You think that we a bunch of dum-dums and do drugs and whatever. Very informative and very public and stupid about how we are online for a reason. Back channels of communication. So that way the tech specialist who has the money can fix the situation. All right. God bless. And remember, those tech specialists are just like us. They were born one way. They learned how to walk just like us. We created our own miracles. Now it's our time as adults to create our own fucking miracles. Let me ask you, when you'd have that break and you can't cook because your house is dirty and you go to McDonald's, do you want to find an alcohol bottle in the bathroom for your little kid to find because you can't go in there because mom can't go in the men's bathroom? All right, no. You don't want him coming out with an alcohol bottle and having this whole shit show. It's another nightmare outside of the nightmare. Isolated situation for a mom and kid. No, do right. God bless.